All right. So, Philip, give us an example of what a conversation looks like or sounds like when you are approaching, an attorney or somebody in a senior care facility.
Yeah.
What does that conversation go like?
Yeah, I never say, I'm an investor, I'm a realtor. Right? You don't want that to happen, right? So you say, I have found that when I'm helping families that are going through this, and I always put it back on them I always like questions. Do you ever find that the family is not prepared to get the house ready for the market? And he's like, yeah, every single day, right? Because the attorney wants to close his file. And he can't until some of these things are buttoned up, right? So he needs somebody that he can trust that's going to help the family navigate, because the family's not getting along, Joe. Even families that do get along don't get along in these cases. The claws come out. And so I've seen every type of fight inside of a family. And so when you meet like with an attorney, I bring a little closure. Like that family usually is always like, can we come back and take a look at it after you rehab it? I'm like, of course you can. I would love to show you guys this house. That makes them feel good that all of their memories, the house they grew up in, it's going to be taken care of by somebody that's trusted, and they're going to make it better for the next family.
And a lot of these kids, they grew up in this home, right?
Almost always, Joe. One of my favorite questions is, which bedroom did you sneak out of? And they always, and they're always, they'll always tell me, right? Because that's where all their memories was.
Which bedroom did you sneak out of?
I ask them that every time. They always think that I get a kick out of that.
So they're just the fact that you're talking about, I'm going to restore this house, make it look really nice. You can come and look at it. I'll send you pictures.
Yeah.
That's got to mean a lot to them, right?
Oh, and they always tell me, Mom always wanted to open this wall up. And I go, oh, we're going to open that wall up. And they're like, oh, I can't wait to see that,
Wow. All right. So you go back to the conversations you have with the attorney. How do you approach them? What do you say to them?
So through networking, you find them at their level. Very rarely, people are listening today that they think, okay, I'm going to walk into that senior living community and put my hand out and just make a relationship. And Joe, that's not the right way to do it. That's the way I tried to do it in 2011. And it's a really good way to put your foot in your mouth. They're almost like a hospital setting there, and it's just not the right time. And so people that are out, and there's a lot of networking happening in senior living, just like our real estate world. It's done a lot more gentle. And so you ask questions that I already know the answer to, right? Do you ever have that situation where this is what the family's going through? And they'll say, I ask for the sale immediately. This is not building a 3-year relationship to ask for the sale. That's not my nature. I say, are you working with anyone right now that could use a service like that? And you'll get one of two answers, Joe. They'll say, yes, I am. And I'm like, great. Can I go there and make an offer, right? I mean, I met this guy, and inside of 2 minutes, I'm asking for the sale or the opportunity to go buy a house, right? And then, or the other thing they might say is, man, I wish I would have met you 2 weeks ago. Ed and his family had a hell of a time trying to sell that house. I wish I would have known you. And either way, they just realize that Philip is a solution for their problem that they face every day. And all of those different stakeholders have their varying degrees of what they want out of it. A proprietor of a senior living and a financial guy, you can have a money talk with him, but with the social worker, I don't talk about money ever.